Hello everybody, welcome to RNG University. It's finally here. So we're gonna start today with our Double Masters 2022 Collector Booster Box. So yeah, I hope Amazon didn't disappoint this time. Papa Bezos sent us these crazy boxes, and they put a box inside my box because Exhibit told him so. Here we go. We have a box inside of a box inside a gigantic delivery package. So, funny enough, these Double Master booster boxes, they only really come with 4 boosters. And these 4 boosters are gonna hang on to all of our money. Insane how they, package these and apparently are allowing this kind of market to go on. So we're gonna open these and find out what we get. It's gonna be super exciting. I can't contain the excitement. Unfortunately, there's only 4 packs. I'm gonna try to open them very slowly. Also, don't want to damage any of the cards. Funny thing about Double Master, the first Double Master when they had the VIP packets or packs, they were I think like 100 at least per box. These are like only each pack is how much? I can't do the math, but right now it's like 70. So that's a pretty good deal. So we start with Experiment 1. All right, the first pack, first card, Experiment 1. That means something. It's evolve, remove 2 plus 1 counters to regenerate. So that's a junk. All right, then we got Rampant Growth. I don't even know why they put Rampant Growth instead of Farseek. Does anyone still play this card? And then we have Hissing Iguana R, whatever that is. It's a lizard. They still make lizards apparently. I thought they turned all the lizards into dinosaurs. All right, when another creature dies, you may have it deal 1 damage. Crap. All right, then we got Anointed Valor. Whenever a creature attacks, you may pay 3. If you do, +1/+1. Pretty fun. I mean, these are like commander cards. They don't say it's commander cards, but this is very politic heavy, right? So when you have an ally, not technically an opponent, but someone on your side attack, you can also pump their creatures. That's something. Momentary Blink. So they put a lot of blink cards in this set to entice the commander players. I'm not sure how many blinks are in Modern or in Legacy, but it's something. It's white-blue, so definitely go into the blink flavor. And then we got Scales Blessing. Bolster, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it. That's whatever it is. Spiders spawning. Spiders. All right, create a 1/2 spider, green spider, for each creature in your graveyard. So, probably not that good. All right, then we got Quasi Pride Mage. Apparently, I've seen a lot of people open this in draft hacks, just the 4 and everything. So this is basically just draft chaff at this point. All right, and then we got Boros Garrison. That is, I don't know why this is an uncommon land. When it first came out, it was a common. So there's no reason why to upscale this to the up rarity. I don't know what it's called, to uncommon. But it basically is a bounce land for Boros. All right, we got a foil Rampant Growth, which is for borderless. Rampant Growth, so it's crap. Okay, and then we have, I don't know where to put this. All right, and then we have foil Terminate. Do people still run Terminate? Destroy target creature, it can be regenerated. That is a thing. I don't know where to put it. All right, and then we have Tenev, the Harvester. One of the original reasons why EDH was even big, Elder Dragon Highlander, right? So that there's your first Highlander. Oh, we got Liliana, first pack. I mean, I know it's not texture or even foil, but Liliana's a Liliana. So Planeswalker is always nice. This is a very good card. And a good mythic. And we got Lavalanche. Deal X damage, target creature, or target player or Planeswalker, and each creature that player or that Planeswalker's controller controls. So it is a good sort of a feel wipe kind of spell, something, that is what it is. All right, and then we got a Mimeoplasm. I think that's how you pronounce that word. This is the old commander precon legendary creature. I don't like it. I mean, I know that the ability is not that bad, but it's got power creep way out, so it's no longer that good. They repaired it, so it is what it is. Oop. And we got a treasure token. Treasure. It's come on, for $70 a pack, I expect them to cut the centering well enough, but it's not. You can see the left side is like twice the size of the right side. Unfortunate. And the sapling. All right, so that's our first pack. I'm going to do this very slowly because there's only 4 packs. But even still, I'm kind of excited, but trying to contain that excitement is hard. All right, so Living Lightning. Whenever Living Lightning dies, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. That's not bad. It's just like Archaeomancer, but on the dice trigger instead of ETB. Ambuscade. Okay, so I think that's a combination of the word ambush and cascade. It doesn't have the cascade ability, which is kind of weird. Maybe it's escape. No, that's not a P. All right, whatever. Target creature you control gets +1/+0. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. That's absolutely terrible. That's just, what is it, Prey Upon or Rampage? Whatever that one is that costs 2. So yeah, that is a terrible card. A Fiery Fall deals 5 damage to target creature. What? Why is this a card? That's a terrible card. It costs 6 to deal 5 damage, and only 2 creatures. This is just junk. Well, Spell Pierce. That's not junk, right? That's a good old counter spell. All right, we got Disfigure. Target creature gets -2/-2 until the end of turn. That's good old art. Not a good card, but the art is, invoking some old school nostalgia. And then we got Myth Revealed. That's a very wordy card. All right, so whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a lore counter. And then you can also tap 3 to put a lore counter. Until the end of turn, Myth Revealed becomes a monk avatar in addition to its other type. And it gains this creature's power and toughness equal to the lore counter. So it could be a giant buff creature at some point. But, in mono white, I think you can make bigger creatures without that card. Travel Preparation. Put 2 +1% counter, or put 8 +1% counter on 2 creatures. And flashback. It's nothing. Thought Scour, that's basically nothing. Again, I mean, it's borderless, but I see this a lot in drafts, so it's not anything. Yom Pyromancer, definitely a reprint that dropped the price of its original card drastically. All right, then we got another Spell Pierce, so they pierce that spell, right? This is a pretty cool card. I do think this is a new art, which is pretty cool. I've never seen this art before, but could have been in another master set that I could never afford or find. It is something. Wall of Omen. Oh, a beautiful card. It's not that crazy good anymore, I guess. It's still, 2 drop to draw a card, so you might still put that in some Flicker decks or wall decks. Who knows? I mean, that art is just so cool. All right, so we'll get our rares. Deathbringer Liege. Other white creature you control gets +1/+1. Other black creature you control gets +1/+1. When you cast a white spell, you may tap a creature, and when you cast a black spell, you may destroy a creature that is tapped. So, it's not legendary, so you can't really make a commander deck with it, but it's not bad. Anger of the Gods, pretty decent card, I guess, in the olden days. I'm not sure if it's still not bad in Commander. I guess you can run this to deal 3 damage to the board and try to exile creatures. But Commander creatures are usually bigger. If you're playing this in Modern, it's kind of outscaled. Maybe it's still using 3-color Omnath. I'm not sure. Or the Murktide. It's a good card, just not crazy. Oh, our first etch card, the Kolkhan Command. I think that's our first etch card. No, those other cards are etched. Yeah, Kolkhan Command. Not the good command, but it's something. Target creature from your graveyard. Return that creature from your graveyard to your hand. Target player discard a card, destroy target artifact, or deals 2 damage to any target. 3 mana to choose 2. Something. Supreme Verdict. All right, this is not a great card, but it is a great art. I love this art. It is very shiny, especially when you the foil one. The glistening of the shards really pops out. Unfortunately, it's not worth that much. So, it is what it is. It's another DOJ, so it's something. And it can be countered. No mythics in that pack, though. And then we got a Soldier, also miscentered. All right, so that's 2 packs so far, and it's basically telling us not to buy from Papa Basil's. These packs aren't that crazy good. But hey, you can't win them all, right? I can't also open these packs either, so I'm going to do that very, very slowly. Okay, so we have now Curing Striker. Whenever it enters the battlefield under your control, whenever another creature in the battlefield under your control, Gets +1/+0 and trample, so it's draft chap. Leave Sky Knight, Detain, an opponent creature. It's nothing. Detain's really an ability that people didn't really try too hard to capitalize on. Reach, Trample, Cascade. Okay, that's nothing. Cascade is also something that only works when it's small, and then you can combo it off with. Capture Sphere. Very good in draft, actually. You can just lock someone's creature out. 10th District Legionnaire. So, +1/+1 and square 1. Arcanus Spinner. Spider. I don't really know what else to say. Vampiric Rite. Sack a creature, you gain 1 life and draw a card. That's actually not bad. I mean, you do have to pay 2, but at the very least you don't have to tap. So, or it's an enchantment. So you can kind of get a lot of value out of this, but it does require the correct deck to play with. All right, Burning Tree Emissary. I don't know what else to say about this card. It's an amazing card. It's amazing art. It's not foil in this one, but I'm pretty sure we'll get a foil one later. Very nice card. Yeah. And then we have Celestia Sanctuary. All right, nothing to say about that. Monetary Swiss Sphere. The good old Swiss Sphere that ruined Modern. All right, pretty good card. I don't like this art as much as the original art, honestly, because you really can't see much on the left side. It just looks like a bunch of white space. Common. Oh, and then we got Azurus Channery, just another bounce land. And we go to the rares. Now, our first rare is Hydroid Krasis. Not a very good card. Honestly, when you cast a spell, you gain half your life, half X life, draw half X card, round down each time. It's got Flying Trample, and it costs, Simic and X. And then it enters battlefield with X +1 counter on it. So you get to draw cards, gain life, and make a big creature, depending on the amount of mana you have, which is, that's never really that good. It doesn't have Flash, so you have to play this on your turn, which makes it even worse. And the biggest gripe I have about this is, it can still be countered, right? With a spell like this, you assume that if it can't be countered, then maybe it's good. But all of those things combined, it's just not really a good card. Well, here is a good card. A Force of Negation. Borderless. Very, very nice art. I have nothing else to say about this. It's just an awesome card. I just wish I had more. Honestly, I don't know. Force of Negation is really scary. All right, we got a Edge Foil Consecrated Sphinx. This is an amazing card. I almost lost the game one day because of this card. Because I cast a Notion Thief to someone else's Consecrated Sphinx. And basically, I draw almost my entire deck because of that. Since, they choose to draw, and every time they draw, I draw instead. And they basically try to draw my entire deck. But luckily, I had a way to stop the cycle somewhere when I had like 4 or 5 cards left. And then I had my entire deck in my hand. And that's how I won. That was fun. All right, so that was our Mythic. And then we got Dragon Lord Drumuka. This one actually cannot be countered. It's Flying Lifelink, and your opponent can cast spells during your turn. All that together, I think this is a pretty good commander for like a Hate Bearer or a Stacks deck. I really like this for a Stacks deck, but honestly, in Commander, if you play Stacks, your friends are not going to be your friends for long. So it's something that you have to think about if you want to play or not. Ooh, we got a Eldrazi Scion. I haven't seen this very often. Sack a creature, draw a card. Or sack this creature. Sorry, what am I saying? Sack this creature, add a colorless mana. That's pretty good. I think Eldrazi's are cool. When I first started playing Magic back in a while ago, that's actually not the first, but a while ago when I first got back to Magic, Eldrazi was a big thing. And I always thought, it's really broken for you to get mana like this off of creatures that, you can generate on an ability. And then they make treasure tokens, which invalidate all of that. So that's where Magic is now. All right, our last pack. What are we going to get here? We got Fireblade Artist. All right, Lava Coil. Might of Krosa. I don't think anyone cares about these cards. And then we have Unearth. I don't think anyone cares about this card either, but I really think people should. This is an awesome card. I just can't believe this is a common. This is so good. It's 1 mana to return target creature from your graveyard in the battlefield if it has a CMC 3 or less, which is a lot of creatures. Some commanders even. And it just costs 1 mana. So it's a reanimate that doesn't even make you lose life and has cycling in case you don't need it. So all in all, I think this is a very, very good card. All right, we got Quasi Primate again. Not Draft Shaft. In this case, it is. Then we got Labyrinth Champion. It's a champion of Labyrinth. It's heroic whenever you cast a spell. It targets it. Deals 2 damage to any target. That's not really anything. And then we got Summer Bloom. This is a pretty cool card. Put it in a landfall deck. Flicker Wisp. This art is so menacing. It looks like a moth creature that's like eating this guy's head. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna put this in my Flicker deck for sure. Yeah, nothing else to say about that. It's a really cool card. And then we got Coiling Oracle. This is a very cool card and a very cool art. Richard King Ferguson, OG artist. And then we got the Mere Aqueduct, Selesnya Sanctuary. We got a lot of these bounce lands. And then we got Obnixilis, not the Planeswalker. He's just a demon right now. All right, it's got Flying Trample. Whenever an opponent searches their library, that player sacrifices a creature and lose 10 life. Wow. That's really good. If you can kind of flash this in, you can ruin people's day with it. And whenever another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Obnixilis. All right, and then we got Surgical Extraction. Not the black card that I want to see, honestly, with these last 2 cards, but hey, they're not bad. All right, so I used to have a playset, well, I still do. I had a playset of Surgical Extraction when it first came out, and I always thought that card is busted. You can target a card in your opponent's graveyard and exile all versions of that in their deck and I believe hand as well. Yeah, hand and library. So basically, if your opponent has like a win con or a combo, you can kind of just stop that all with just 1 card. And it's a Phyrexian mana, so you can just pay life to do that. This is really good. All right, and then we have Jeskai Ascendancy. That's our edge foil. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, creatures you control gets +1/+1 and untap. Okay, that's not that great. And then when you cast a non-creature spell, draw a card and discard a card. So you loot. All right, finally we got Oracle of Modia. Play additional land and play with the top of your library revealed. You may play lands on top of your library. All very good card for a green commander deck. Obviously, it's not a commander itself, but it can run like a landfall or a deck that require a lot of lands to come in very quickly. This is a great card, and this is going to drop the price significantly. All right, that's our entire box. Oh, we got a Vampire. That's something. And a Fairy Rogue. All right, so that's our entire box. This is very unfortunate. I only got 3 mythics in this one box. Well, that teaches you to not to buy from Papa Bezos, I guess. Who knows? Maybe the other box I got are a lot better. We did get a Consecrated Sphinx, which is a good card. And then we got Liliana Last Hope. But it does not have any treatment other than Borderless, which is, I think, the lowest treatment you can get with Liliana. I'm not quite sure. But hey, it is something. So that's this box. Tune in the future where we open more boxes of Double Masters. Hopefully it'll be a lot better.